Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a video on my opinions on how good the newly reworked Sion is in the jungle. This video isn't going to be an overview of the rework itself, so if that is what you're interested in, I suggest you check out Spazzy's champion preview video, which I'll link to in the description. Sion's previous kit was kinda clunky and a bit mismatched, however this rework definitely puts him in the position of a heaving, unstoppable behemoth. Since his rework, the question isn't really about whether or not Sion is a good jungler. The question is more about just how good is he. His clear speeds are very good with a fully charged Q and a little bit of help from his W. His sustain is also absolutely amazing because his W gives him a shield. The fact that he clears very fast as well means he doesn't take too much damage, and also the fact that he has AoE abilities on both his Q and his W, which synergizes very nicely with the regen aspect of Spirit Stone. It's also worth mentioning here that the stacking component from his W is very significant when you're playing as a jungler. By the time it came around to my second buff rotation at about 7 minutes, I often found myself with 150 extra health. When it comes to the reworked Sion's ganking, honestly, it's nothing more than just okay. I mean, if the target is immensely out of position, or if you have an ally that can help you with the slow or CC, then his ganks can be quite effective. However, it really isn't, in my opinion, one of his strong points because he doesn't have a gap closer, and landing the CC on your W requires you to be standing still and to be charging it up, which makes it very easy to avoid. However, once he hits level 6 and gains access to his ultimate, then his ganking becomes quite something else. His lane ganking specifically becomes very good because he can charge up his ulti from miles away, ram down that lane and get a nice kill, very similar to how Nocturne works as well. Dueling for him is kinda hit and miss depending on your ability to get off a well charged Q, and a similar thing can be said for his teamfight presence as well. In those teamfights he is at the very least a decent initiator and a very good tank. However, at his very best, he is the definition of someone brutish. He has high damage, high disruption, and also a load of health. Like I said a bit before, a lot of his play really does come down to how much impact his Q is allowed to have. In certain team comps where there is a lot of team synergy to work around Sion, then he will obviously have a lot more impact than in those team comps where there is no real synergy. It must be said as well that with this rework, Sion is now challenging Garen as the worst champion to face check in this game. That's all I want to say about Sion right now as far as my preliminary thoughts go and how I think he is. I'm actually really looking forward to playing him, and when the PBE has stabilized a little bit and I can get some game footage, then expect to see some of that on the channel as well. But until then, enjoy Worlds, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.